Stunning weather today. Did I say that already? It made an impression on me. There's a thing that happens in the kind of microclimate where I live where when the day is warm and bright like it was today, at the end of the day, the sun goes down and I'm on the upper floor, the only, room up here on the second floor. I get this, I have west and southward facing windows, and I get this from one or the other directions, usually from the west. I get this breeze that comes across the top of everything. It comes through the trees. We got firs all through the neighborhood, so it's like or pines, I should say. It's really beautiful. Sometimes I get I can smell the sea air, as I'm only about 45 minutes from the coast. Same as when I lived in California. I was only 45 minutes from the coast, and even though I lived in this canyon, I lived in Valverde, in the early morning, and I don't mean not so early, not like 6, but like 7 or 8, sometimes as late as 9. I could smell the ocean. I mean, I lived a straight shot, 45 minutes straight shot to Ventura. I'd get this blast of like salty sea air in the morning, and it would last, a couple of hours depending on the weather and patterns. And it was kind of awesome. So I'm a little bit used to it. The air here is very tinged with the coastal range here, so sometimes it has a sea air but mountain air mixture to it. Random thoughts, totally. I'm really brain dead. Up and down week, up and down month with my job, trying to figure out what's going on with that. Not me trying to figure it out, management trying to figure it out. So last news is I'm employed. They're not technically furloughing us until we know for sure we're not getting an SBA bank loan, which we've applied for, blah, 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 blah. It's not really interesting news. No. There's a lot of ways I could talk about it. Honestly, none of them are interesting. Even from someone who's supposed to have an invested interest in it. I mean, I do, but to a limit. I have my capacity. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because none of that is pertinent to the music. And oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you. Okay, so remember, excuse me, last I was here, this is the one. Yeah, this is what Broken Lullaby looked like, right? Still in pencil form, and then I did a bunch of this on the back, so it got crazy again. So I went ahead and engraved it, and I want to point something out. This is really kind of funny. Do I have an example here? So back in the day when engraving software first appeared, this is not my music, just so you know. But back when engraving software first appeared, everybody wanted their music scores to look like store-bought music, right? And so everybody got excited about that. Well, now everybody uses engraving software, and everybody's scores look like something off the shelf. And the trick is getting your students to, damn it, excuse my language, but damn it, make the software bend it to their particular style of composing, so that there's a unique flair on it. And I am one of the best engravers that I know in that respect. I don't think I have an example handy of that. Let's see, that's Street Mix, that's Scapayati. I don't have a good example. Oh wait, yes I do, here. It's a piece performed by April Guthrie and Cassius Streb, or commissioned in competition by them called Wistiti. And here, it's for cello and viola. Let's see if I can get you a better, more exciting looking page than that. It's about 10 minutes long, but the score isn't very long. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you get your engraving software to make it look like, you know, publisher ready. Well, I took a wild turn, and I really like some of the older 50s scores that are handwritten by composers. And I'm also a graphic designer. Any of you who know me, some of you know me from my days in graphic design. I went ahead and I created my own font and my own notation font using my actual hand script. So my musical scores are reproducible on a computer very easily and editable on a computer very easily, but they in fact, that's not the best example because it's so teeny tiny. They look like they are handwritten. So they're kind of cool. So that's, so this is Broken Lullaby, scripted out or engraved, right? But as you develop, see the score, the music page itself is as important as the notes on the page because it conveys, there's a psychology behind when the performer sits down and looks at the page of music and they look at it and they need to get, what you want to do is convey to them as quickly as possible what the feeling of the music, right? I mean, this is something I learned from my teachers. Not all of them agree on it, but one in particular, Bunny Marcus, and we had long discussions about the psychology. And actually, me and David Rosenboom, because I studied with David Rosenboom, recently retired dean of the School of Music at Cal Arts. He's staying on as faculty. I studied with him, and he also talks about this. You know, we talked about it quite a bit. Roger Reynolds at UC San Diego also talks about it quite a bit. I sat in on a masterclass with him where he actually publicly berated a student for not the way the actual score looked, but for the fact that the student, keep in mind this is like doctoral level student, pulled his score out of his back pocket, and it looked like it was like an ages-old cocktail napkin, you know. He kind of unfolded it, and it had coffee stains on it, and Roger was like, what is this? Anyway, that's a whole other tangent. But. So this is what Broken Lullaby is looking like at this moment. And you can see all of the visual real estate. And it's only a couple minutes long. It's under 3 minutes so far. I may or may not expand it. I'm still editing it and getting it really shaped into something I want. And I'm actually taking a couple of other of these improvs that I'm doing and shaping those into actual written pieces of music. I think what I did last night, I'm going to do the same thing with. So stay tuned for more. And eventually, I mean, if I play something and you are interested in looking at it notationally, keeping in mind that like maybe it's something I've mentioned, or if you're interested in Broken Lullaby, I'd be happy to send it to you. Broken Lullaby isn't written for any instrument that can play it or wants to interpret it. I'm not married to the pitch ranges. I feel like it has a lot of room for tinkering around. So that's what I've been doing when I'm not doing my day job. I have to remind myself that I've got these things to show for it. I need to pin them on the wall or something like that. Have a great weekend. I will be back probably tomorrow morning.